Here we go, guys. Got another video of a power hungry cop. Let's see what we got.
On October 7th, 2023, Officer DeBoard with the Denton Springs Police Department was out on patrol when he observed a vehicle making erratic movements ahead of him on the road. As per protocol, Officer DeBoard pursued the vehicle with license siren switched on, signaling to initiate a traffic stop. The driver, identified as Mr. Toulouse, complied immediately, stopping his vehicle and remaining in place while Officer DeBoard awaited the arrival of an additional police unit before making contact with him. The incident was reported by the body camera of Officer DeBoard.
Hey, sir, you do me a favor, step to the front of my uniform? Stand in front of me, please.
I can stand where I want. You can tell me what you pull me over for.
Okay, so for my safety, I want you to stand.
This guy does a great job of holding his ground and not backing down. Let's see what's to come.
Front of my unit.
And for auditor safety, I would like for you to tell me why you stopped me.
So
Who are you?
I will in just a second. Hey, man, stand in front of my unit.
I can stand where I want, dude.
Another unlawful
As we
order.
see right away, the officer attempts to assert dominance in a rather aggressive manner, unnecessarily escalating the situation. Also, he gives a bunch of unlawful orders to the driver, telling him to stand wherever he's told to stand, which is just 2 feet from where he is currently standing. Additionally, the framework established in People v. DeBoer outlines a graduated scale for police-civilian interactions,
Gotta love the
necessitating
Supreme
increasing levels of cause for more intrusive encounters. Simple failure to comply with the positional directive from an officer, without any other justifying factors, does not justify the threshold for penalty or escalation.
Not on my traffic stop.
Not on my traffic stop. What do you want? What did you pull me over?
Do me a favor, you can put the cell phone
No,
down.
I can hold my cell phone.
When it interferes with a...
It's not interfering. Recording.
It is.
Turner versus driver says it is not interfering. Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi, as Turner versus driver, have every right to film y'all.
Just within the initial exchange
And
of
you
orders
see that
between
cop in the
officer and
background,
driver,
he said,
we can
"Cut it,
observe how
cut it."
tyrannical the officer truly is. The officer ordered Mr. Toulouse to put his phone down, implying that he could not record. Judging by this, it is important to note that this is a blatant attempt to violate Mr. Toulouse's First Amendment rights, which grant him the right to record the police. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. It is also important to note that the case law mentioned by Mr. Toulouse, the landmark case of Turner v. Driver, established the constitutional right of individuals to record law enforcement officers. This decision, handed down by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in 2017, affirmed that such an act is protected under the First Amendment, providing citizens with the assurance that they can legally
Constitution,
document
baby.
this activity.
What did you pull me over for?
So the reason why I stopped, I noticed you were veering back and forth.
Oh, don't give me that. It's all on dash cam.
So do you want
Don't
me to
give me that
finish?
shit, it's all
Do you
on
want
dash
me to
Yeah,
tell
don't
you,
let him finish
or
it.
Are you going to let me explain, or are you going to keep bumping your gun?
I'm gonna keep bumping my guns because I've ever
Got your ID on you?
What do I need my ID for? What law did I break? What law did I break?
Improper lanes.
Improper lanes. I was in my lane. I got dash cam to prove it. I never broke line either side.
You don't have to break line.
At this point, the officer has falsely accused Mr. Toulouse of improper lane usage, something that can apparently be proven by the vehicle's dashcam footage. But what's worse is that the officer claimed that swerving within one's lane can result in a citation for improper lane usage,
Yeah,
even if the
okay.
vehicle does not cross lane lines. This is not aligned with the Louisiana State Legislature in Section 79, which mandates that whenever any roadway has been divided into 2 or more clearly
I'll stop that here, man. It's just crazy to see. You know, police got all these laws, all this available to them. They can look it up. And yet when they do, they find a way to get around it and hit you with that loophole. But the law always prevails.
clearly marked lanes for traffic, the following rules, in addition to all others consistent herewith, shall apply. A vehicle must be operated as close as possible to entirely within a single lane, and should not be moved from this lane unless the driver has confirmed that the lane change can be executed safely. According to these regulations, merely swerving within a single lane does not meet the criteria for improper lane usage, thus rendering the traffic stop in question completely unlawful. In other words, this means that Mr. Toulouse is not legally detained.
Break
By
free,
extension,
baby.
he is not obligated to show any form of identification. Bear this in mind as we continue watching the body cam footage.
Watch out for them men with guns.
Statute said veering
They'll
back
get
and
you,
forth.
Rams.
Improper
Veering
lane.
back, I was not veering back and forth.
This ain't the courtroom. I see your driver's license, please.
This is not the courtroom? This is
May I
not
see
the
your
courtroom.
driver's license,
So you're pulling me over saying that what? I'm
May I
drunk?
see your driver's license?
You're saying that
please,
I'm drunk?
sir? I'm not. Are you
Okay.
having a medical episode? Are you distracted? Are you tired? Have you been driving for a long time?
I don't answer questions. How about that?
Take what's the driver's license, please?
Okay. Who are you, Dennis Strings? Who are you, Dennis Strings? What's your name and badge number?
I told you my name is Officer DeWard, Dennis Springs Police Department.
Okay. And you're going to be one of the slow ones that just messed up. Now, what else do you want? This is harassment. Y'all are harassing me because of who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Well, I'm telling you, I am your worst nightmare at this point. What?
I'm going to tell you something.
I don't care what you got to say.
If you say that again, I'm going to take that as a
It's
threat.
called freedom of speech.
I will
See,
take
you better
that-
learn the law.
I will
Learn the
take
law.
that
Learn
as a
the law.
threat and act
What?
accordingly.
How is it threat?
Oh
As
yeah,
seen in the
he's gonna.
footage, Mr.
He
Toulouse
just
complied
threatened
with
to
the officer's
threatened to
unlawful
shoot the
demand
boy.
for ID. According to the Louisiana State Legislature, Article 215.1,
Cops are
it stated
crazy,
that
yo.
a law enforcement officer may stop a person in a public place whom he reasonably suspects is committing.
Man,
as
I love
committed
this
or
channel.
is about to commit an offense and may demand of him his name.
Look, y'all. I love this dude's channel. He always does the same thing. Puts down all the laws. Hits everything for you. Please go give this guy a like. Subscribe to his page if you haven't. Alright, let's return to the video.
Address and an explanation of his actions. But in this case, there's absolutely no reasonable suspicion of a crime. Demanding ID was unconstitutional. On top of this, the officer attempted to intimidate the driver by ordering him not to throw accusations, and failure to do so would be considered a threat. This is again the officer's attempt to violate Mr. Toulouse's First Amendment right, which grants him the right of free speech. As a matter of fact, in the case of City of Houston v. Hill, the United States Supreme Court affirmed that police officers cannot take legal action based solely on words, as the First Amendment safeguards substantial expression of critique and challenge directed towards law enforcement. The ruling, made in 1987, struck down a Houston ordinance prohibiting verbal interruptions of police officers, underscoring the constitutional protection of free speech, even when it involves the police.
I'm telling you.
Look at this. Oh man, you're gonna let this fool fucking do this stupid Sanjay? Really? You know I don't do nothing wrong. I don't break laws.
You know, I was just going to let you off with a warning, but I'm going to write you a ticket.
For what?
Improper lane usage.
I didn't change lanes.
Veering back and forth.
I did not break line.
You're going to get
Write me a ticket. Write me the ticket. Go ahead. Go write me the ticket. Go on.
Stand right there. Actually got any weapons on you? Turn around, face
I don't
my
answer
unit.
questions. And this is going to be an illegal search.
Turn around, face my unit.
Really?
Place your hands on top of your head and interlace your fingers.
I am recording you. Oh, okay. See these people? See these people? See these people?
Now, switch
Legal
feet.
search.
Now it's an officer safety thing. You need to learn the law. So right now, I'm going to be quiet. Shut your mouth.
Oh yeah, yell
Oh,
at the
I'm sure.
citizen. Yell at the person.
So I can conduct a lawful passage for weapons
Yes.
for officer safety.
It's called Terry versus
And I
Ohio.
gave you 3 lawful commands, and you sat there. You got 1 time. Yep, and you just messed up. I'm not interested in weapons.
I don't have any questions.
I'm not asking you no questions.
You asked me about
You got the right to remain silent. Use it. Be quiet. Then use it.
Caught slipping. What a fool.
You threatening me again?
Are you gonna get it written?
They got the written up. You don't even know.
You're gonna get a complaint form.
Good.
It's gonna go on your jacket.
Come on with it.
It's gonna get
Yep.
Yeah, thinks he's all hard because he's got that badge on.
Put the phone down, man.
Yeah, now he's getting real gangster with it.
don't have to.
Oh, I don't have to?
You don't. Statute doesn't state that.
What does the statute state?
Put the phone down.
Only writing my ticket for, I guess, driving straight.
Tyrant. Send this guy to jail instead. The hell?
So this one's on.
Yeah.
I know law better than you.
Up to you, right?
Have you all dealt with it before?
I dealt a couple times, but I don't really, he really don't cause too many problems. Him and Payne get into it a lot. They really don't like Walker PD that much.
Well,
It's up to you if you want to write
well,
it.
so I dealt with this cell phone thing when it interferes with the investigation.
It just in general, he's still allowed to record. You know,
But within a certain distance of a law enforcement officer,
they haven't
conducting-
approved that yet. They're trying to get that approved. I don't think it's in Louisiana. It's in a different couple states. I think Florida approved it first.
Yeah, U.S. Constitution. Let's go, baby.
Well, I have to double check on that.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Look at that dude. Look at that other cop is trying to get this dude to just leave this guy alone. This dude is not having it.
Be quiet. If you step any closer to me, stand right over there. If you step one more foot closer to my unit, I'm gonna take it as a threat, and I'm gonna act accordingly. I'm trying.
I'm still waiting for any response back.
At this stage, we observe that the assisting officer has told Officer DeBoer to proceed with caution, and certainly prior to issuing a citation, given the potential consequences of such an action, a lawsuit in other words. This exchange has exposed the fact that Officer DeBoer simply does not know the legal statutes, making us question our reliability on law enforcement. It's so bad that Officer DeBoer was repeatedly quoting laws that weren't even passed. A close look reveals that he retreats to his patrol car to search for the statute online, but is unable to find any information that supports his position. What was told to him by his fellow officer, and what he found online, was that Governor John Bell Edwards vetoed a bill that would have made it a law to criminalize approaching police, saying it would have had a chilling effect on First Amendment rights. The proposed law would have made it a crime to approach a police officer within 25 feet while the officer is carrying out their duties in public. The author of the bill said it was to keep officers safe. What's more is that the ACLU of Louisiana, which previously asked the governor to veto the bill, celebrated Edwards' decision, saying, "It's no secret that in recent years, bystander accounts and video footage have been the most powerful evidence of widespread police misconduct. Observations of law enforcement are invaluable in promoting police accountability."
I'll make this really slow. Dispatch 415, we got it back. It's negative.
Well, I don't know, just drive. Remember, I'll just say, hey, Joe. Honest to God, no. They God strike me down right now. I don't know if we'll drive. I'm just back.
I think this guy knows he's been hacked. I don't know.
I wasn't gonna write him a ticket.
Officer DeBoer has repeatedly stated that his initial intention was not to issue Mr. Toulouse a citation, and he has also clarified that he did not suspect Toulouse of driving under the influence. Given that suspicion of intoxication is a common justification for initiating a traffic stop, Officer DeBoer's remarks could be interpreted as an attempt to shift responsibility onto the driver rather than
I think we're done here. It just keeps on explaining the same thing over and over again. Hope you watched, hope you liked my video, or this video. Hopefully you gained some insight. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. I need a lot more subscribers. I'm only at 22. If you can help me out, I need to get to 5,000, baby. Alright. Y'all have a good day now. See you on my next video.
Dispatch